So what's going on, guys? I'm Blackout's Amazing. Welcome back to another video. Now, about a week ago, I made a video on the channel where I told you that the California state government filed a lawsuit against Activision Blizzard for numerous different workplace issues, but overall it described Activision Blizzard as having a frat culture. If you want to know all of the details, then definitely go and check the original video out. I will link it down in the description. But if you aren't aware or just can't remember how serious this is, just some of the things this lawsuit alleges are that female employees experienced numerous sexual harassment incidents working at the Blizzard offices. Some female employees who worked on World of Warcraft at Blizzard had to work with male employees who would hit on them or flirt with them during workplace encounters. Some of these males were supervisors for departments as well. Another section of the lawsuit alleges a male employee at Blizzard gave his responsibilities to a female employee to give himself more time to play Call of Duty at work. One of the more horrifying allegations of the lawsuit states a female employee took her own life while on a company trip with her male supervisor. It alleges that she experienced extensive sexual harassment at the company, and there is so much more, such as male employees allegedly sharing sexual explicit content during work parties, including explicit pictures amongst themselves. So this all came out about a week ago, and since then quite a few other things have gone down. The CEO of Activision gave a response. I also went through that in the previous video. Activision Blizzard's stock price went down. It dropped dramatically on the 27th. It's gone up a little bit since, and the big news as of late is yesterday, employees of Activision Blizzard staged a walkout. I'm not sure how many people participated, but you can see a lot of them outside of Blizzard Entertainment. I'm also unsure if they're all current employees or some of them are former ones as well. As a part of this walkout, there have been some responses. Life at Blizzard posted a blue heart, and it seems like Activision employees aren't the only ones associating themselves to this, because as you can see here, it says nearly 500 current and former Ubisoft workers from 32 studios have signed an open letter in solidarity with Activision Blizzard's workers, and calling out Ubisoft management for its handling of its misconduct scandals over the past year. And well, just before the Blizzard walkout, as I said, the CEO of Blizzard released a response to the lawsuit. As a response to his own response, he then got a load of backlash, and so in response to that, he sent out a company-wide email that addressed the lawsuit and the following responses. He said, "This has been a difficult and upsetting week. I want to recognise and thank all of those who have come forward in the past and in recent days. I so appreciate your courage. Every voice matters, and we will do a better job of listening now and in the future." Our initial responses to the issue we face together and your concerns were quite frankly tone deaf. It is imperative that we acknowledge all perspectives and experiences and respect the feelings of those who have been mistreated in any way. I am so sorry that we did not provide the right empathy and understanding. Many of you have told us that active outreach comes from caring so deeply about the company. That so many people have reached out and shared thoughts, suggestions, and highlighted opportunities for improvement is a powerful reflection of how you care for our communities of colleagues and players, and for each other. Ensuring that we have a safe and welcoming work environment is my highest priority. The leadership team has heard you loud and clear. We are taking swift action to be the compassionate, caring company you came to work for and to ensure a safe environment. There is no place anywhere at our company for discrimination, harassment, or unequal treatment of any kind. We will do everything possible to make sure together we improve and build the kind of inclusive workplace that is essential to foster creativity and inspiration. I have asked the law firm WilmerHale to conduct a review of our policies and procedures to ensure that we have and maintain the best practices to promote a respectful and inclusive workplace. He then goes on to say, "We are committed to long-lasting change. Effective immediately, we'll be taking the following actions." He then lists a few changes they're making, such as employee support, listening sessions, personnel changes such as evaluating managers and leaders across the company, anyone found to have impeded the interrogation of the process for evaluating the claims and imposing appropriate consequences would be terminated. They're also changing the hiring process, along with in-game changes, where he says, "We have heard the input from employee and player communities that some of our in-game content is inappropriate. We are removing that content." So that's interesting, which I'll come back to in just a second. But just finishing this off first, your well-being remains my priority, and I will spare no company resource ensuring that our company has the most welcoming, comfortable and safe culture possible. You have my unwavering commitment that we will improve our company together, and we will be the most inspiring, inclusive entertainment company in the world. Yours sincerely, Bobby. So that was the CEO's response to his initial response. From the sounds of it, they're changing a lot of the structure within the company. Obviously, there's still a long way to go, but the fifth point that he makes here on effective changes that are going to be happening immediately, he says, "We have heard the input from not only employees but player communities as well, that some of our in-game content is inappropriate and that they're going to be removing it." And this is super interesting to me because Activision Blizzard are publishers of some of the biggest games in the world. Not only Call of Duty as we all know, but World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Overwatch, plenty more games. Activision Blizzard own Call of Duty, they are the publishers. The developers are the ones below them, so that would be Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Raven, etc. And what he's telling us affects all of the games that they own. Any inappropriate content in their products, including Call of Duty, they're going to remove. That also then brings up a load more stuff, but I have to ask the question, well, what's inappropriate in Call of Duty, or in fact, any Activision game? But just talking about COD in this instance, because that's what we do here. It's an 18 game, it's a shooter. I have to ask, what's inappropriate in COD that they could remove? Maybe emotes? Well, like I said, it's an 18 game, so surely emotes where you have characters sticking up their finger, for example, I wouldn't find that inappropriate, especially not for an 18 game. I can't think of anything that's sexist in any of their games, or really anything that would offend anyone. The only controversy I can really think of surrounding Call of Duty is missions like No Russian from Modern Warfare 2. There was a lot of controversy around that when it first released. Not so much now. Could that be classed as inappropriate content? I'm just really struggling to think of any. Not even COD, but any game, as long as it's the right age rating. If it's an 18, then for me, anything goes. So yeah, I'd be really interested to know what exactly they could be thinking of removing from their games. If you guys have any ideas, then let me know in the comment section below. But getting back to it then, so that was Blizzard's response. And then in response to that, the organisers of the Activision Blizzard walkout released a statement. They said, on the evening before our employee walkout, Activision Blizzard leadership released a statement apologising for their harmful responses to last week's DFEH lawsuit. While we are pleased to see that our collective voices, including an open letter with thousands of signatures from current employees, have convinced leadership to change their tone of their communications, this response fails to address the critical element at the heart of employee concerns. Activision Blizzard's response did not address the following: the end of forced arbitration for all employees, worker participation in oversight of hiring and promotion policies, the need for greater pay transparency to ensure equality, and employee selection of a third party to audit HR and other company processes. Today's walkout will demonstrate that this is not a one-time event that our leaders can ignore. We will not return to silence. We will not be placated by the same process that led us to this point. This is the beginning of an enduring movement in favour of better labour conditions for all employees, especially women, in particular women of colour and transgender women, non-binary people, and other marginalised groups. We expect a prompt response and commitment to action from leadership on the points enumerated above, and look forward to maintaining a constructive dialogue on how to build a better Activision Blizzard for all employees. Today we stand for change, tomorrow and beyond we will be the change. So that's pretty much where we're up to at this point. I can see this going on for a long time because remember, this is a lawsuit by the state of California, so it's not just going to end if the leaders of Activision and the employees shake hands. It seems like the walkout was just the beginning, and since then the website Kotaku did an article where they posted a ton of information. Again, I will link it down in the description, but a few of the things they showed was this, where they said this is former World of Warcraft developer Alex Frasby and other current and former Blizzard developers allegedly posing with a portrait of Bill Cosby at BlizzCon in 2013. It was nicknamed the Crosby Suite, and again, allegedly, according to this article, during a company event, Frasby would hit on female employees, telling them he wanted to marry them, attempting to kiss them, and put his arms around them. This was all in plain view of other male employees, including supervisors, who did have to intervene and pull him off female employees. So yeah, there's some other stuff like that on Kotaku as well if you want to go and check it out on their site. So there we go, that brings us up to date with what's happening, and like I said, this does affect Call of Duty. It's even mentioned in the CEO's response, not directly, but because they are the publishers, one, this lawsuit's going to directly or indirectly affect COD anyway, because they are the publishers, and two, if they're removing inappropriate content from any game they own, that could also affect COD. So there we go, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel, make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.